Homecoming Dodgeball event. A little game, a lot of meaning.
A past debate team joins a Hall of Fame.
We visit an elementary school to see how they are keeping up school spirit.
The girls' soccer team faces challenges.
And we add a new segment to Eagle Zone for you to enjoy. Hi, I'm Summer Ryan.
And I'm Jason Lopez Martinez, and you're watching Eagle Zone. As we move ahead after homecoming week, we have a reminder that we're closer to normal than we've been in 3 years. The throwdown was removed for the safety of students and staff during the pandemic, but it's back this year. Eagle Zone's Austin Erickson joins us with details. Austin?
The throwdown was two things this year. A class versus class dodgeball tournament, but also an event that brings back something familiar again. A dodgeball game between classes might not seem like a huge deal, but this year it really was. It was one more step to a normal year after a string of years disrupted by COVID.
And the throwdown is kind of one of the last things that we've had that needed to come back. And so this is the first year it's been back in several years. It's exciting.
Throwdown made its return for the first time since 2019 and in great fashion on Tuesday. It was a great time despite most of the school never having the opportunity to participate in it before.
As senators, we're super excited to be able to get the tradition back on and I guess bring it back to normal.
Last year's homecoming marked some steps back to normal too, with pep rallies back and other in-person activities. But there's still steps to go. Steps schools across Aberdeen are taking this year.
It's been a kind of a slow process to get back to normal, but this year is the first year that it truly feels like a normal year.
Here's another tradition that was back this year. The freshmen took last place per usual, and as a junior, I'll say that the teachers reffing made sure the seniors took first place.
Thanks, Austin. You can see a return to normal in other ways too. Students can sit in pods facing each other in class. That wasn't allowed early in the pandemic.
Going back to Austin's comment, I'd like to congratulate the seniors on a well-deserved and fair win that was just one of the busy events this week for homecoming that didn't disappoint.
Go! Go! Go!
From the elementary schools to the high school, there were many fun-filled events that took up most of the day on Friday.
I'm so thankful for our band. I hope they did a good enough job that they did not get it. Wait for it. Treble!
Simmons Middle School had its annual homecoming parade and pep rally. Old Tiffany had a pep rally too. Here at Central, band and choir students toured the halls playing and singing the school song. And of course, we had face painting and a pep rally before the big game. The drumline hyped up the student body, cheer and dance teams performed their routine in front of the crowd, and students and teachers took part in competitions ranging from Name That Tune to a corn eating contest in hopes of defeating the Mitchell Colonels later that night.
The week ended with a Hall of Fame ceremony. CHS added a total of 8 individuals, a tennis team from the 70s and a debate team from the 60s to its Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame recognizes accomplishments in arts, athletics, academics, and service. The Aberdeen School Foundation puts on the ceremony. It also invites the Hall of Famers to speak with students at the high school. Members of the 1965 state champion debate team spoke with current debate kids. Eagle Zone's Samson Flockus joins us with that story. Samson?
From the first state debate champs to the young blood that's on the team now, there has been success with the debate team for a long time. The 1965 debate team was inducted into Central's Hall of Fame recently. David Hilgeman tells us that his team had great success that teams before his did not.
We sort of set the standard. Debate teams in the past didn't receive that same kind of acclaim.
Deborah Sowell was also on the team.
The skills and the talents that we developed during the debate, during our experience in debate, they served us well through our high school career, our college careers, whatever field we went into. There was something about debate that we took with us, whether it was critical thinking, the ability to express ourselves.
The debate team is very successful now. It's won 10 out of the last 11 state championships. Jordan Phillips was even a national champ. When Coach Kerry Khanna examines the success of the debate team, he looks all the way back to the 1965 team.
And what's awesome about this group is that Dr. Debbie Sowell has been really instrumental in helping set up the endowment that the debate team has. She's been great coming in and talking with our students, and she's been a true advocate for our program.
I'm glad that, you've built on the framework that we put together clear back in 1965. we laid the framework, and that was the first state championship that Aberdeen had. To watch what you're doing now is just incredibly impressive.
If you want to join the debate team, you can talk to Coach Kerry Conda. Their practices start the first Monday of October.
Thanks, Samson. Other members added to the CHS Hall of Fame include retired athletic director Gene Brownell and current school board member Dwayne Alm. You can see a complete list on the foundation's website.
As schools in the district move forward after a fun homecoming, one elementary hopes a new tradition will benefit kids well beyond the week. Eagle Zone's Camden Fouth joins us with that story. Camden?
CC Lee has a track and field day in the spring, but this year they tried moving it to homecoming week to get more people involved.
It doesn't take long to realize at the CC Lee Eagle Games.
Are you guys having fun?
Yes.
Are you having fun?
It doesn't take long to realize that. The CC Lee Eagle Games consists of tug-of-war, obstacle courses, slingshot, and many more fun activities for the kids.
I moved Eagle Games to homecoming week this year to get the high school to come up and help, just get some more spirit and community in it.
CHS athletes and students attended the Eagle Games to help and interact with the kids. Brian Johnson was one of them.
It just feels good connecting with the community, just being out here to be able to be with the kids. It's kind of fun, me being the king, everyone's asking to wear the crown and asking if I'm actually the king of England and stuff like that, so it's actually pretty funny and pretty cool to be here.
Making connections just like the teachers wanted, and helping everyone have fun just like the kids wanted.
What is your favorite event?
Tug of war.
One of many games that kids competed in at the Eagle Games.
The event happened to fall during a heat wave this fall, but despite the hot conditions, the CC Lee Eagle Games were a success. Summer?
Thanks, Camden. We'll be right back after a message created by media production students.
Hand check, please. Gonna have to smell your hands. I'm sorry. Okay, you're good. Really? It's cold water. Go back. Did you even say your ABCs? What, you stop at G? Really? Go back. You didn't use soap. Go back. Do you know where the soap dispenser is? Oh, so you can rub but you can't wash your hands?
To properly wash your hands, use warm water, soap, and wash for 20 seconds, the length of your ABCs.
A, B, C, sing it along. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
Welcome back. Next, we take a look at sports. From the court to the field, our Golden Eagles made sure we had many good things to say about their performances. Eagle Zone's Logan Opitz joins us with a look at sports. Logan?
Jason, Golden Eagles volleyball starts the week at home facing off against Sioux Falls Lincoln. The gym was full of energy with the big turnout of Golden Eagles students. Midway through the first, juniors Grace Cook and Airly Waldo blocked the ball, sending it back into Patriots territory. Eagles go on to lose the set. In the second set, senior Sydney Evans delivers an ace. Later in the same set, Evans racks up her 1,000 career dig. Patriots lead the Eagles 2-0. Late in the third set, 8th grader Lauren Burkhardt sneaks one in, putting the Eagles on track to win the set. Golden Eagles go on to lose 3-1. Now on to football. Early in the first, senior Daniel Wills decides to change it up, forcing a fumble that was covered by Brian Johnson, giving the Golden Eagles the ball early. Still in the first, Drew Frank bounces outside for a 15-yard rushing touchdown, giving the Golden Eagles a 7-0 lead. Later in the first quarter, Eagle Zone's Austin Erickson dives in for the Golden Eagle touchdown, extending the lead 14-0. Moving ahead to the third quarter, senior Spencer Barr makes a big grab, putting the Eagles up 21-7. Aberdeen goes on to win this game 27-13. That breaks a long streak of homecoming game losses for the Golden Eagles. The team travels to Huron this week. The girls soccer team has fewer returning members than usual, but they still have a strong group. Eagle Zone's Ethan Stocker joins with that story. Ethan?
Girls soccer won a lot this year. The girls soccer team battled injuries at first.
So many people out, our whole lineup has changed, and we just have to adapt to that and work on getting better as a team.
But most players are healthy again.
This year's team, I mean, they're pretty similar. There's a lot of the same pieces there.
I mean, every year you graduate a few kids, but I think realistically the main difference probably is there's a little more consistency from the front to the back line.
Last year we lost a few seniors, including our goalie, but this year it's mainly juniors on our team, and we've played with each other our whole lives, so it's better chemistry.
They want to end the season strong.
For the most part, we want to be in the top, 3 in the ESDs, and make a deep run into the playoffs.
We obviously want to be state champs and ESD champs, but we also want to make sure we're working hard every practice and game, giving it 110%.
The team wants.
Thanks, Ethan. There will be more Aberdeen home games coming up, including soccer and volleyball. We'll bring those highlights to you next week.
Thanks, Logan. If you've been to a football game, you've probably noticed the marching band. Band members have been practicing since the summer, and they just started the competitive season. They took 3rd place in the Navy class and 5th place overall at a Marshall, Minnesota event. There were 19 bands overall in the competition.
It's time to rev up your engines and hit the ground running, or should I say driving. This week we start a new Eagle Zone segment brought to you by Jacob Krenz. It's called Krenz's Car Show. We take a look at the wide range of vehicles at Central, from minivans to sports cars. We launched the segment with a special homecoming edition and showcase a vehicle that was part of a dress-up day. Jacob introduces us to a teacher who might have outdone your Adam Sandler outfit. Jacob?
This week on Krenz's Car Show, I interviewed Norberg on his what some would call an interesting choice of vehicle. During homecoming week, even the teachers got involved, and what a ride it was. One teacher showed up on this for Adam Sandler Day.
How's your ride to school this morning?
Well, it was good. A little cool, but it was refreshing. I had a nice cup of coffee with me, so it kept me warm. Driving to my neighborhood, I got some weird looks from some people out dropping their kids off at daycares. They don't know what's going on, but I waved and said good morning and just kept going, I guess.
This is one of many video clippings from homecoming week.
No, I just think this week's fun. I think it's cool to do it. Actually, my sister came up with the idea that I should drive. I don't live that far away, so I did, and I think it's good to get involved and do the stuff. I enjoy all the makeup days and stuff like that, or dress-up days and all that stuff. So
we'll look at another car at Central next week. Cutting back to you, Jason and Summer.
That's all for this episode of Eagle Zone. You can always watch our stories whenever you want by scrolling down to the Eagle Zone section of the school district website. That's aberdeen.k12.sd.us.
We'll leave you this week with a recap of homecoming week around the school district with Eagle Zone. It's your boy, Jason Lopez Martinez.
And I'm Summer Ryan. See you next week.
Don't you want to upgrade your trip? Well, I'm Brian Johnson.